let's talk about how you got into the industry, what you were doing, let's say coming out of high school, college, and then getting into what you're doing now. What was that trajectory?
Before I got into actual public works or anything like that, I was just bouncing around here and there. I had a general direction where I did working outside. It's just part of working inside, especially when I was young. I just didn't like it. My father he worked as a maintenance, he's a laborer, and he always worked outside. All my uncles,
Yeah.
everybody that I knew was always outside. When I found this as a city, it's something very similar I'd done working for the Pomona Fair, the fairgrounds actually. We're doing the general maintenance around the grounds, whether it was on the asphalt and setting up fencing, whatever it happens to come up, working inside the buildings, plumbing, all that kind of things. So when I found Public Works, saw this come up again, because again, I'm still stuck inside at the airport and not really enjoying it too much. It seemed right up my alley. It was in my hometown where I grew up too. So I went in and it's just a nice way to get started. And then once I was there, I learned more about there was actually part of the schooling behind public works for streets and any kind of construction, any engineering as far as plan reading and inspection. And then eventually I found water, which once I hit water, I was finding love.
Why is that? Like, why'd you fall
I,
in love with water?
it's just something about it. There was the thought process behind it. There's always different problems that come up in similar ways or the same problem, but in different ways. So it's always just this problem solving part that goes along with, and part of me with puzzles and things like that. It's always keeping my mind active.
Yeah.
So there's always trying to look at a different way, or even just looking at the same problem a different way.